morning, one and all. My name is G. Surya Subramaniam. So, according to me and yesterday, so many of my colleagues, first of all, they have defined what is who is philanthropist, and what is the definition of philanthropist, something. So,
Let him finish.
According to my friend's presentation, if any person do some charity, that means by virtue or by his profession, he will earn some money, he will donate some money to welfare of the society or poor, that person is called philanthropist. Okay. But just now my colleague, she gave Ratan Tata's. In last slide, if you watch it, humanity also. You have to show some humanity on not only money, not only by giving or donating some land or money to some people. Not only that, you have to show charity as well as wisdom. So today I am presenting that kind of persons. He is my favorite philanthropist. He is none other than our ex-Prime Minister, P.V. Narasimha Rao garu, Shri P.V. Narasimha Rao, 9th Prime Minister of India. Okay?
Space for.
Yeah. Thank you. So, Shri Pamalapatti Venkat Narasimha Rao, who he born in near Karimnagar village, Lakinepalli village, Karimnagar, Telangana state now, but in those days it's a combined Andhra Pradesh. Then he started his education in Osmania University as well as Bombay University, Pune, Nagpur University. And finally he got his law degree, Bachelor of Law degree. Then he joined in Congress party and he also participated in our freedom fighting. That is, he entered politics as a Congress party working for independence. Then he served, actually to enter into his political career in Congress party, he is having relation with, from Nehru onward, Nehru family. He is close relative to Nehru family. Then he was more influenced by Indira Gandhi. So then he worked in various, that means he served in various positions in our Andhra Pradesh State Legislative Assembly, and he is 4th Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh also. That is during his 1971 to 1973. But he is central politics, that means he entered into central politics in 1972 by winning Lok Sabha seat. Why he was a philanthropist? There are 4 causes: father of Indian economic reforms, father of nuclear security. He was a polyglot. I will explain what is the meaning of polyglot, and scholar also. And he is a Apara Chanakya. You know, I think Chanakya, who is why is father of our economic reforms means he adopted so many economic reforms. Best one is the moment he took his charge as Prime Minister in 1991. Then our India is in a bankrupt position. That means I think this whatever terminology here we are using, his reforms, these are all related to our chartered accountant. Those we are now studying those points, because what happened at the time, our imports are more, exports are very less. Due to this balance of payments, we have to pay so much foreign currency to other countries. So our results are very less. Then our Prime Minister, at that time Prime Minister P.V. Narasimha Rao, along with the assistance of Mr. Manmohan Singh, Finance Minister, they pledged 62 tons of gold to IMF to raise $2.2 billion of fund, money. So in this pledging, they took help from Bank of England as well as Union Bank of Switzerland. So actually at this situation, entire world is watching. India will become bankrupt because by that time our population is nearly 90 crores. Now it's 130 crores. Because our inflation will increase like Zimbabwe. Have you ever known about Zimbabwe's inflation rate? It's more than 200%. To buy one loaf of bread, we have to carry these many bags of currency notes. Entire world is watching what will happen next. And you know one more important thing. Before P.V. Narasimha Rao, Chandrasekhar is the Prime Minister. Due to this increase in balance of payments, he didn't present his annual budget to Parliament also. But this gentleman who took bold decision and he pledged 62 tons of gold and he raised 2.2 billion. That means he took loan. It's not a proper word to raise or something. He took loan and he cleared all balance of payments. Later on, again, we have released our gold after increasing our exports. That is totally different. He abolished license Raj. License Raj means, this is very favorite word to Congress people, those who are from since Nehru to up to Indira Gandhi. To apply any industry, to do some, to establish any industry, so many people we have to approach so many government authorities, so many people, and we have to give so much bribe and those all things are there. So he allowed LPG, means liberalization, privatization and globalization. He removed restrictions on so many industries. He kept only control over a few, that is alcohol, tobacco, hazardous chemicals and other explosives, aerospace. Remaining, you can do, if you want to establish some industry, you can approach freely. In simple, he reduced the government formalities. And abolition in 1992, control of capital issues. This is IPO. Nowadays, every company is releasing IPO, you know, very famous terminology. Initial public. And he introduced the SEBI Act in 1992. SEBI as a legal authority to register and regulate any security market. And opening up of 1992 Indian equity market test. This is a very important point. Nowadays everybody is saying foreign direct investment policy. He introduced in those days itself in 1992. And he also allowed Indian industries, if they want to generate foreign investments or foreign reserves, they can use this global depository receipts. He introduced this system. And in 1994, National Stock Exchange was totally computerized. Before that, it's something a semi-manual. So half mechanized, half manual. And he's a father of nuclear reforms also. There are so many points, but major point is he energized the national nuclear security and ballistic missiles program, because Pakistan is a big threat to, even till today also. Pakistan is a major threat to our country. But he developed the system with the help of APJ Abdul Kalam, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. And he, in his history, or it's better to say Wikipedia, wherever you say, he told only one word: सामान तैयारी है, चालू करना है जी Prime Minister. That means they have already prepared nuclear system to test everything. But due to his minority government as well as foreign restrictions, he didn't do. But successfully done by our Sri Prime Minister, he is the next Prime Minister, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, Pokhran nuclear test. Now, polyglot. madam, my pronunciation is correct, polyglot. Polyglot means a person who knows more than 2 languages, and is also scholar. He knows our Indian languages, 10 languages. He can speak fluently. His mother tongue was Telugu, but he knows Marathi also, because Telangana is a border of Maharashtra also, so he can speak both fluently, and he knows 7 international languages. That's why he is a successful external minister in various portfolios. Even in Indira Gandhi time also he worked same, and Rajiv Gandhi also same. He translated Veyi Padagalu, the famous writer Sri Vishwanath Satyanarayana Garu wrote one Veyi Padagalu, one novel. He translated that into Hindi as Sasravan, and he translated so many Marathi novels and poems into Telugu also. Why Appara Chanakya? First of all, he was an accidental prime minister. His term, because after assassination of Rajiv Gandhi, our prime minister, everybody wants to take the chair. But due to his knowledge, it's simple, in one word, wisdom. Everybody chosen P.V. Narasimha Rao as our prime minister. But he is in minority government. To prove his majority, he is having 10 members, 10 MPs or less. But he, with the help of some MP Vidyacharan Chukla, that is, it's not relevant now. Other MPs also gave support, and it became a jumbo cabinet. By more than 543 members supported him. Maintained secrecy and confidentiality means, while doing his nuclear test or something, nuclear test only, America is closely watching what India will do. But the thing is, when our Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee done nuclear tests, even America also don't know. They are also sleeping. They, after our Pokhran test completed, then only they came to know. That means he maintained such a secrecy. Not only that, while carrying 62 tons of gold from RBI, some chest or something, to airport, that lorry or that carrier tires were bursted to take those gold to up to airport. If he maintained such a secrecy, he actually, it's better to say, well, organized one chartered flight to carry this gold from flight to, it's better to say special, not location, special cargo place. That means from India to London, he actually arranged one cargo ship or something to transport this gold also. That's why he was a wise prime minister, means the quality of having experience, knowledge and good judgment. And he never allowed nepotism. Nepotism means, you all know, nowadays if a minister or small MLA, everybody, each and every MP or MLA, they allow their children to influence their powers. I think you know, our YS Jagannath Reddy got power from his father. Telangana, Chandrasekhar Rao's chief ministers, son, so many are working. But whereas P.V. Narasimha Rao is having 8 children, have you ever heard about his son is doing like this, we don't know about whereabouts also. So he is against to nepotism, and finally he donated 500 acres of land to charity. I think yesterday so many people, Adani, Ambani, they never did. So whatever today we are enjoying these economic reforms or whatever maybe, it is due to this gentleman's wisdom only. So that's why he is my favorite philanthropist. Thank you for listening.